And welcome to placer-radio.com's Simple Scanner. So this is in response to a lot of people wanting a simple way to scan. The advanced scanner is extremely powerful, especially for rewinding live radio and such. But it is somewhat complex. So we are launching this simple scanner, as we like to call it, that has a very simple scanner interface, but still gives you access to everything that the advanced scanner does, just in a different interface. And this interface doesn't rewind nearly as easily, but this does have a proper app that you can download on your phone for both Apple and Android called RDIO Scanner. And so you can download this app, or you can use it on the website like this. So I'm going to go over using it on the website. The app is nearly identical. After you download the app, it's going to ask you what your server name is, which is right here. So it's going to be http://rdio.placer-radio.com:3000. So that'll need to be entered in there, and there is no access code, so you could just leave that blank in your app. This thing is very simple, so to start listening live, all we need to do is click live, and we are now live on the system. So anything that comes in, it will be live, so we can start to see stuff coming in. What makes this system very easy is your ability to control what you are hearing. So we can pause like this, and now all incoming stuff stops immediately and pauses. We can unpause it, and it will resume. So that's the pause feature. The hold system, there is only one system on here, and that's the Placer County system. So basically everything we cover is in Placer County. So this button's not going to do you much good. However, the hold TG or hold talk group will hold whatever is displayed up here, and you will not hear anything else. So all of the other frequencies that we monitor will be held off, and you will only hear what the talk group is that you're held on. So if I unpause this and say hold talk group to Roseville Police, Maine, now we are only going to hear Roseville Police, Maine, and that is it. Those are the only things that we will hear. So what you're hearing right now is up here in big bold letters, along with some side information, frequencies, talk group IDs, unit IDs, things like that. What you're seeing down below here is what you've heard in the past and the timestamp of that audio. So we're going to go ahead and release this talk group hold on Roseville Police, Maine, which will allow us to access everything again. We can come into select talk group down here, and here is pretty much all of the things that we monitor in Placer County. And you can toggle them on or off simply by clicking them. If they're red, they're off and you will not hear them. If they're green, they're on and you will hear them. So if you just want to listen to Rockland PD, you can click off on all of them, turns all of them red, and then turn on Rockland PD. And now your feed, when you click this little back arrow, make sure you don't use the back arrow on your browser. Use the back arrow right here. It'll take you back here, and now the only talk group that we had selected was Rockland PD. So now you are live listening to Rockland PD, and as soon as Rockland PD keys up, you'll see a Rockland PD here as well. So if you want to listen to everything, you can turn that back on. And let's say you don't want to listen to investigations, you can just turn that off. Or you don't want to hear, Auburn PD or whatever the case may be. You don't want to listen to Lincoln PD. You can turn them off. And it's going to give you a custom feed here of all of those options. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn everything on and wait for some audio to start coming in. There we go. And we'll let the audio roll here. And one thing you'll need to take note of, I'm going to pause it, is this Q up here. And this is how many calls are queuing up. I've got it paused right now, but these are the number of calls that are waiting for you to listen to. So right now we have 9 calls that are waiting to be listened to, and this number just keeps rising as the calls keep coming in, but I've got the system on pause. And sometimes when it's very busy, especially in the evenings or whenever there's an event going on, if you have all of these talk groups turned on, the calls will come in faster than you can listen to them. So it's recording more than 60 seconds of audio in a 60-second period. So if I release this, it's going to start feeding me those calls sequentially, and you can see how far behind we are, how far back we're getting. So right now the system time is 8:45 p.m. The audio that's playing was at 8:53. So right now we're approximately 1 minute, up to 1 minute behind live. Let's say you don't want to listen to what's currently on, so you just want to skip it. You can click skip, and it's going to skip to the next call, skip. And you can see the queue goes down each time we skip as we're skipping these through. So let's say there's something you don't want to listen to while you're listening. You're trying to listen to something, but a frequency keeps coming in that's very busy that you're not interested in, like Nevada County. You can click avoid. So now that we clicked avoid on that talk group, we can come back in here and you'll notice that Nevada County CAL FIRE has been turned off because we clicked avoid while that was playing. So now it's going to avoid any of those calls that are coming in. To turn them on, just come back in here, turn them back on if you'd like. But that's what the avoid button does. So the hold talk group will hold on whatever it's currently on. The avoid will make sure that you don't hear that channel again unless you come back in here and manually turn it back on. So replay last is just kind of a rewind. So you can click this a couple times and it will start rewinding a few calls back. It doesn't work for rewinding several minutes typically, just the last few calls. It does have a search function down here, but this functionality is absolutely terrible. I don't recommend using it, but feel free to if you'd like. But that is a quick overview of the new placer-radio.com scanner app. It works great on phones, tablets, things like that, or like I said, you can even use it in your web browser here as well. It's very simplistic compared to the other system, so you can select what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. You can pause live. You can fast forward, skip to the next ones like we've talked about. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. If you turn off live feed, it dumps the queue back down to 0. And if you turn it back on, you will start back at 0 again, just a heads up. So if you pause it and you get behind, 200 calls or something like that, or if it's so busy that you just end up 200 calls behind live and you don't want to click skip next a million times, you can literally just turn off live feed, turn it back on, and it's going to dump that queue and you'll be back to actual live. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Let us know if you have any questions. And as always, this system is very expensive to set up, run, and operate on a daily basis. So please, if you have the means, go ahead and donate to us. We'd absolutely love it. Help offset the cost of this system and bring it to you guys free with no advertisements of any kind. So have a great one and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks from placer-radio.com.